Hey guys, I just wanted to show you some of my projects that I have worked on in the past that most of you probably haven't seen. So to start with, I wanted to show some of my smaller projects. I know I mentioned that I've been mainly doing jewelry work lately, so I'm going to show some of that first. And for example, here's the Resident Evil Umbrella Corporation barrette. And so it looks like that on the front. And then the back, I basically just hot glue a metal clip to. It's just like a little alligator clip. And then it just sits in your hair like that. So, I wish there was more girl gamers because I love making this stuff. And here's a frog from Chrono Trigger. And I made these out of mini Hama beads, which is something that I said I will show you a tutorial on eventually. But basically, if you know what perler beads are, those plastic beads you put on a, like a pegboard and then you iron, it's basically those, but they come from the UK, and they don't sell them over here in the States, and they have 3 different sizes, so I use the small size you can, and that's what I make most of my jewelry out of. So that's those 2. And then this is also made out of mini Hama beads, but I make a lot of necklaces, and this is Kirby. And basically what I do is I just put 2 little jump rings through his arms, and then I have the chain here. So I have a few necklaces like this. I have a Mega Man one where he's laying down, he's doing a slide, and it's one of my favorites. And then I mentioned that I do plushies. So this is a Metroid plushie that I made where if you go to Metroid Hat, you can just look them up online. They actually have a pattern to make, excuse me, to make these guys. So I make a couple different sizes of them. This one I actually found a jar that fits him in. So I'm thinking of eventually starting to go to a lot of conventions. I've only gotten to EXPCon so far, where people seem to like my stuff a lot, and that was, I feel, a more anime convention. So I'm thinking of going to video game conventions in the future. So let me know if you guys are interested in something like this, because I think it's really cool, but I don't know. And then I've done a lot of little stitchings that I'll just go through really quickly. These, I still haven't really found a use for displaying them yet. I'll probably wind up just tacking them up on the wall, but like here's Robo from Chrono Trigger. Here's Ghastly from Pokemon. And Swampert from Pokemon. I don't know if you can see the stitching on the back. I mean, it's pretty messy on the back, but hey, it looks legit on the front. And Raditz from DBZ, which some of you from the forums know about this, which I was planning on doing a whole series of DBZ portraits, which I forget what game this is from. I think it's a GBA game. But I eventually will, I promise, guys. But it's just, these things are really, really detailed and they take a long time. So for one of my larger projects that I'll be doing, once I'm done Zeke maybe, if you guys want to see DBZ, let me know. Here's a Shadow of the Colossus piece I did. This was a while ago. Which I filmed something earlier that was an explanation using this guy, but I haven't posted it yet. And I don't know if I will, so just showing you that guy real quick. Another bigger project, and I've actually been emailed about this to be like, hey, do you know you misspelled this? And my response is just yes. It's the ending to Ghostbusters NES, and the joke is how terrible the spelling is. It's awesome. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces actually, and I had at one time a plan to do just ridiculous text endings from games, because they are really large and they do take a while, but they're not that big, so I eventually will get to it. To show you some cross-stitching projects that are huge, that I'm still working on, that I've been working on pretty much since I started. I don't know if you guys know Monster Party from Nintendo, from the NES, but this is the infamous quote, batter, anything will do, anyhow let's go, with Bert and Mark. And the reason that I haven't finished this yet is, look at all this needs to be filled in with blue. It'll take me forever, and I need to finish it because I've been working on this for years, and it's Bert and Mark. It's awesome. I love Monster Party. I love things that are so bad they're good. For you Earthbound fans, and I feel really bad about this because I started this so long ago, I'm working on the Onett map, and yeah, this is how large it's gonna be. And this is pretty much how I left it probably a year and a half ago. I haven't worked on it in forever because it's just so overwhelming. But it will eventually be done. This one, I promise, because as you guys know, Earthbound is my favorite game, and I need to hang this thing up. I was talking about perler beads earlier, the bigger beads you put down on the pegboard and you iron. I've made a lot of projects out of these too. The reason I haven't made, or haven't been making more of them, I guess, is that it just goes through a lot of supplies and is pretty expensive because I have to order, I mean, this thing, I know it looks pretty big, but it's really deceptive how many beads are in this thing. Because I have to order batches of at least 1,000 for each color. So, like, especially for the black in this piece, there can be, you know, 1,000 plus in a piece, just of each color. So it's pretty costly. It takes a while, but it's really nice. It's really durable, really cool, and I had these on my wall at my last apartment, but I still have yet to hang these up, so I need to. So there's Cami, and this one's actually my favorite, Sagat. I love Sagat, but yeah, he's a combination of perler beads, Hama beads from the UK, and photo beads. So he's a lot of different things, but to get all the different variations of his skin tone, I felt the need to do that. But yeah, he's my favorite. And then I kind of doctored this sprite a little, but this is Iori from SNK, King of Fighters. But yeah, I think the original sprite looked kind of funny in the face, so I kind of made up his face, but I think he turned out pretty well. So yeah, let me know if there's any other characters you'd like to see. I forget what the game is, but there's an SNK vs. Capcom card game. It might just be Card Battle. But they have amazing sprites from that game, and I like using those for the larger perler projects. So let me know if there's any fighters you'd like to see, because I've also made Ibuki. I'm trying to think who else I've made. Oh, Kyosuke from Rival Schools. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of the work I've done. I've also made a Mega Man rug, which I cannot find anywhere. I wanted to show you guys that, but the second I find it, I just moved recently, so stuff's kind of in a disarray still. But once I find that, I will record that for you too, because I mean, that thing is like probably like 4 feet tall by 4 feet wide. It's of him with his blaster out. So, yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. Hope you liked it. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see as always, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.